The dictionary defines a rebellion as an act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler, or the action or process of resisting authority, control, or convention. So, me anytime a Lowe's employee tells me to stop pretending the PVC pipe is a lightsaber. Anyway, that's not the point. Today, we're going to be looking at some failed rebellions that happened in the past, as we laugh in their faces and pretend that we could do better. The Taiping Rebellion took place in China and was inspired religiously. A big part of this rebellion is millenarianism, I hope I said that right, which is when a prophet that believes they're holy gathers a bunch of people to help overthrow an imperial government. So basically, this dude named Hong Quan believed he was Jesus' younger brother, and because of that, he led a rebellion against the Manchu. Because Han Chinese citizens and peasants weren't exactly treated the best, they were really drawn to this whole government uprising situation that was brewing. This rebellion devastated the southern Chinese countryside and forced millions of Chinese civilians to flee. This rebellion finally came to an end when 30 million Chinese people died to conflict, famine, and disease. Back to the whole millenarianism idea, this inspires the Native Americans. This was called the Ghost Dance Movement and was led by Wovoka, who was a Sioux tribesman. The US didn't really like the idea of these Native Americans living here, so instead of really fighting them themselves, they just decided to kill nearly all the buffalo, so that way the natives couldn't eat, which in turn would kill them. Although the US did end up fighting the natives across the plains, but that's besides the point. The natives obviously got tired of this, so that's when they created the Ghost Dance movement. When performing this dance, they believed it would get rid of all the whites that roam the land and bring back all of the buffalo. But the saddest part of this rebellion is the Battle of Wounded Knee, where a rifle accidentally discharged and shot someone, causing a very bloody battle where women and children and everyone were brutally massacred. This rebellion has got to be the most interesting of them all. So basically, the Hosa tribe got really tired of the Dutch and Britain being there all the time, and they found out that they can't really remove them by force, so they were really desperate for ideas to exterminate them. That's when a woman named Nongqawuse, who I'm just going to be calling Nong for this video, experienced a fine vision from whom she perceived to be her ancestors. Apparently her ancestors told her to slaughter all the cows and, take away all the food supply, and if they did that, then the dead would rise and remove the British and the Dutch. Keep in mind that Nong was around the age of 15 when this happened, and when she told people this, they actually believed her for some reason. To no surprise, when they did this, no spirits came and thousands of Hosa people died of starvation and deprivation. I guess this is a lesson to all you lonely people out there, that being desperate can be a curse. This last rebellion is called the Hosa Rebellion. No, not those boxers. And not those either, you weirdo. These boxers. The Boxers were a martial arts group whose goal was to rid China of the Westerners. The Qing military joins the Boxers to help be free of imperialism. Also, the fact that if the Boxers succeeded, then maybe the Qing government would be the next target. But, During this time, the Boxers violently overran many Western offices, and that's when a joint coalition of Western forces, which include Russia, the US, France, Britain, and other places I'm too lazy to name, easily put this rebellion to a stop. Kind of like how Anakin Skywalker would easily wipe the floor with Rey. The moral of the story is that millenarianism doesn't usually turn out good, and that you shouldn't listen to 15-year-old girls who keep insisting that you should get rid of all your food supply because of a dream they had. That's it for today. See you next time.